everyone, and welcome to this VSF Christmas Video Sans Frontier video. Now, I'm really sorry I've not been able to do any VSF videos recently. Unfortunately, I've been feeling exceedingly ill due to depression and what have you, and I've just been unable to bring myself to actually get in front of the camera, which was a shame, as I did have things planned. However, that does mean I have material for next Christmas. So, hope you all look forward to that. Now, to help me through with this video, I have Elmo 3 and Road Geek. Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas. As of 11 minutes ago, it is now Christmas Day on the East Coast of the United States.
And Merry Christmas to you too, Luke. The very silent Luke.
Merry Christmas. very quiet.
Sorry, we did one take of this before, but my computer wasn't going to play ball, so I realised that for this game we're actually going to need to play it properly in MS-DOS. So we've basically got a fair way in, and then I realised that I had to cut and start again because it was just terrible. Anyway, for today's game, I've got something rather special for you. We started off the VSF Christmas series by looking at a game by DMA Design, which, for those of you who don't know, is a Scottish company. And now we're going to end it with another one. See, recently, between me starting this VSF series and today, oil has dropped to about $65 a barrel, I think. And the Unionists are now rubbing their hands in glee because they think that, you know, had we went independent, we would have totally gone into a Greek-style kind of meltdown financially. You know, kind of same style as what Greece had. However, we don't just have fossilised dead things to trade on in Scotland. We do so much more, including non-renewable energy, food exports, whisky exports, tourism, and, among other things, video games. So I'm going to drop down to this, the coveted compact setup MS-DOS mode, and we're going to have a look at this DMA Design game. Well, this is while I'm waiting on this to shut down. Now, this was the first game that DMA Design did. It basically put them on the map. The game, of course, is Lemmings. This little known fact about Lemmings, little known factoid, is this is actually Stuart Chaffee's favourite game. It's also a game that LGR likes very much. It first came out on the Amiga, the Commodore Amiga, but was ported soon to MS-DOS. And there was many different versions of Lemmings, including Oh No More Lemmings, which is probably the best title. But they made, believe it or not, a Christmas version, and that's the version we're going to be looking at here. So hopefully this should work. I want the VGA game. I'm going to try for high performance PCs. Hopefully it should work. Now this game, yep, it does. So, for those of you who don't know, the object of the game is to get all these wee critters, lemmings, to the completing point, which is this wee Christmas pudding house here. And one thing that annoys me about this particular implementation, you don't have the fast forward button that you got in later versions. And that noise is probably one of the most annoying sounds I've ever heard of any game. Oing. Oing.
At least, you know, made it a little more exciting like Sega did with the Sonic games. Oing.
Yeah, or something like woohoo! Although woohoo would have probably got annoying, you know, considering there's about 80 lemmings and, you know, hundreds.
It might become a cacophony and just like woohoo!
Oh, and Billy's left us. He's went away to his bed, waiting on Santa Claus. According to NORAD Track Santa, according to NORAD, Santa's already been by North Carolina and Pennsylvania, and Santa came across. Santa was in Scotland a few hours ago. It's great to know that the North American air defence is actually focusing on what's important. So, I mean, like I said, I mean, the fast-forward option that DMA actually implemented later on, very welcome addition, I've got to be honest. But I can show you some of the interface. Now, you usually get, depending on the puzzle, you'll get... So I rescued 100% of the lemmings, I needed 50%. And then you get an access code. So I think level 2 is, yep, this is the one that I really can't do. Yeah, seriously, I can't actually do this one. It's so difficult. So I think what I've got to do, and this kind of totally has me cracking up right enough, is I think a good thing to do is you've got to... Oh, jinx. And now I've built the bridge too far away. See... Already I'm messing up. However, I think this could be made to work in my favour, actually. Because I've built the bridge, you can actually... Because I've built the staircase too far out, you can actually extend it. So I'm building a really long staircase now. Which means that when I blast through that mountain, there's actually less that I've got to... In fact, I don't even need to do it. Look at that. And the lemmings are actually... Yep, the lemmings are actually all going there. And then I need to kind of tunnel through. Thing is, I really don't know how best to do it. I think I did actually make... a wee staircase. I don't know how I did it, actually. You know? I guess it's just one of those things. Actually, no, I know exactly what I did. I wanted to get all the lemmings into that wee corner. Sorry, my head's in the way, I know. But I'm probably just going to play a wee bit of this level. I'm not going to... I mean, this is all... The original Lemmings is a wee bit easier, but I mean, it is one of those really kind of frustrating games, right enough. Alright. So what I'm going to do... I'm going to have someone build another staircase heading in that direction. It's difficult to see when there's so many lemmings. Oh, now there's two staircases. I didn't see the other one being built. Yeah, that's right, Jay. Just waste all your power-ups. That's absolutely fine. So I think what I want to do is try and get one of the lemmings to tunnel down. And I try and get one of the lemmings to kind of tunnel down to the Christmas pudding house. The problem is it's actually too far to drop. The lemmings will die. So this is really quite a good game of logic, I think, you know. And the fact that there's a Christmas version, the lemmings are normally dressed in green, but for this version, they're dressed in wee Santa Claus outfits, which I think, you know, is really quite nice. And, you know, it does kind of have Christmas music, but I've never been a... I mean, it takes a lot for me to like in-game music. I mean, The Sims 2 is one of the few that I actually like, and I have the soundtrack for The Sims 2. But, I mean, this isn't bad. I also like Jazz Jackrabbit's in-game music. But, I mean, this, you know, when you think of DMA Design, they became Rockstar. You know, they work on Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto is like, you know, for me, it was the first proper sandbox game that I actually played, and I was amazed by it. You know, it was literally a game changer, pun not intended. You know, so it's like, I mean, if anything, I would say that this Christmas video, you know, I hope, you know, at least my fellow Scotsmen and my fellow countrymen and women and children kind of take from this video that actually we do have what it takes to be an independent country right enough. You know? And I hope, you know, and I hope this video actually gives you hope that when we do get independence, as we will, you know, we will be able to, you know, sort everything out, you know? Naturally. So, I think, well, it says it's only 10% in, but I think they're lying. Because there's a load of lemmings actually just wandered off in that direction. This is the trouble with lemmings. They're lemmings. They're stupid, you know? Do you know, I find it pretty apt that we made a game called Lemmings. And that's exactly what we all did. Oh, for goodness sakes. See, I ran out of time. Well, a better person than me can play this game and actually win. So, there's Christmas Lemmings. Would I recommend it? Oh, heck yeah, I would. And I like how on the original game, which I would also recommend, actually, when you quit it, it says, have a nice DOS. That's very quirky and, you know, kind of the exact sort of thing you would expect from a Scottish game. You know? But I mean, this, and the thing is, it's not just kind of something old that, you know, I'm being nostalgic over, like, you know, people might cling to stuff like Altered Beast or Jazz Jackrabbit, or, I mean, Jazz Jackrabbit is a good game anyway, but I mean, Lemmings is still available to this day on new platforms. Any platform that can play games, chances are you can actually get a version of Lemmings for it. In fact, I have Lemmings installed on my Windows 8 PC from the Microsoft store, from the Windows Store. You know, so it is still available to this day. It's made on all sorts of different platforms. So whichever version you go for, it's a good game, and it's highly addictive as well. I mean, I spent literally hours on this the other morning. I was playing it on the Packard Bell, and, you know, I really had quite a good time, you know, and it passed a few hours, you know, and you know, when keeping my mind off of things, you know, with depression, that's exactly what I need. But, so there you have it. That's, that has been the Video Sans Frontières Christmas series of videos. I hope you have enjoyed it. You know, it's actually been really quite good fun to make. You know, and it's helped me to, you know, kind of reflect on a few of my Christmas memories, and at least with the computing, which basically is my life, really. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed watching these, and I hope, you know, I will probably be making some videos up until the new year, but keep tuned, because in the new year, you know, we're going to be making a couple changes on the channel, and, you know, not the content, sadly, but, you know, there's going to be, you know, something happening on Video Sans Frontières, so I hope you'll all stay tuned, and, you know, have a very Merry Christmas, and a very Happy New Year, and please join me in 2015, when I hope I will be making more videos. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you will all join me for my next one.